Hi and welcome to NET Vaper Reviews. Today's review is all about Smok devices. And today it is the Smok Fetch. The Smok Fetch Mini all-in-one, they call it pod kit all-in-one. I reviewed the Smok RPM40. Excellent device. I use it quite often when I'm out and about. It's compact and it is in all intents and purposes like a sub-ohm kit. How does the Fetch compare to the Smok RPM40? Well, visually it's different obviously in design, but the heart of it is exactly the same. You can see the display, both on the same wattage, both on the same colors and everything. All exactly the same. Is there any difference in the Fetch comparing to the RPM40? Well, I recommended a good friend to buy this device for himself. He used this device for a day or two and he said he didn't like the mouthpiece and he didn't like this longish design. He wanted more of a box mod type. And also the mouthpiece more rounded, more suitable for him. He bought it and I asked him, do you mind if I use it a day or two, see what I think, I can review it, then I'll give it back to you. So that's why I'm reviewing this one. I have to give it back to him tomorrow. So I thought I'll push in this review today. I don't know when it's going to be uploaded, but at least I got the review done. This is a lovely device. So is this. The difference between them is a few differences, obviously. In the box, you get another pod. Obviously, the device goes in here. You get instructions manual. Not easy to get it out. Here we go. Instructions manual. Yeah, the normal Smok fare, multi-language. You get another pod, again a node type with a 0.6 regular coil, not mesh, because they've got 0.6 mesh as well, and a short USB cable, very short. As I said with the RPM40, I'm not sure why they give you such a short one. It has to dangle off your PC or the wall or whatever. Anyway, I've got so many of them, so it doesn't bother me. So let's put this back. We'll use today the RPM tank, because the node, we all know about the node. The node is great. I love it on the 0.6 or 0.8 mesh, 0.8 mesh. In here I've got the 0.4 mesh, and in here I've got the 0.4 mesh. In both of them I've got the same liquid, a naturally extracted tobacco, and this one is 56 degrees north red that I have reviewed from Best Sig Liquid. A lovely naturally extracted tobacco. You can watch my review on that on my channel. So what are the difference between these two besides the visual, the obvious visual? Let's go to the Fetch. Let me just move the light a bit so you can see the reflection. I mean, just look at this gorgeous design. This is the dark brown. You got them in many colors. Many colors. You can go on the website or any website, you can see how many colors there are, but I think this looks very, very elegant. It's a bit of a fingerprint magnet, but a good wipe will do the job, and it looks as shiny as new. USB is from here, and when you recharge, you could actually see how many minutes you got left. This is the same settings as the RPM40. You can watch my review, but I'll give you a quick rundown. If you press these two, it locks the wattage, unlocks 3 times. 1, 2, 3. It just locks the can't fire and back on. 1, 2, 3, and very fast firing. 2 seconds, about 2 seconds, a fraction of a second. The same as this one. Both have the same coil, same liquid. Let's vape. The flavor is very well, very defined, very good. It's a top coil. This 0.4 mesh is, I can't fault it. It is amazing coil. Smok have produced excellent 0.4 mesh coil. It lasts long. The flavor is excellent on naturally extracted tobacco, on fruit liquids, all type of flavor profiles. That marvelous. The flavor on this is just as good. I think this is a bit more defined, and I'll tell you why. The airflow on this is a bit more restricted than this. This is more of an open direct to lung. This is more of a restricted direct to lung. I'm not sure why. I mean, you can see there is an airflow here and an airflow here opening, and over here you got on either side. But I think these are bigger and is a much area. Yeah. I think the airflow on this is similar to the Smok Trinitron Alpha that I reviewed as well. Very similar. But the coil in here is the 0.6 mesh. But I think the airflow design is very similar to this one. It's a lot smaller. This looks more like the Orion Plus, the Orion. You know which Orion I'm talking about, yeah? It looks very much like it. Not the DNA. Well, DNA does the external appearance looks the same. The DNA, not the DNA. The Orion Q. I think this is better than the Orion Q. The DNA is most probably a bit better, but this is a top mod, top little kit. I use it a lot. It's very convenient. Top. You can see my review on this one, but what I'm trying to compare is the airflow of this one is very similar to this one. But the flavor on this is better than this one here. It's the same more or less to the RPM40, but I think because of the airflow is a bit more restrictive, you're getting more of a flavor. That's what my opinion is. If you have any other explanation, it's the same coil, same liquid. This has got a bit better flavor. I'm getting, hopefully in the next few days, the RBA, the rebuildable coil for this, we could use them in both. So when I get it, I will do a review on that one as well. I assume the flavor on that one will be even greater because it'll be a rebuildable, but I'm not so sure because the 0.4 ohm coil is excellent. Another thing, the RBA is tiny. What I've seen so far, I've seen someone vape on it. I checked it out. I already opened it and checked it. It's very, very small and fiddly to build, most probably. We'll see when I get it. But I doubt very much it will have better flavor than the 0.4 mesh stock coil. And the advantage here that you can just pull this out, put this in, and that's it. The only disadvantage with this, with the Fetch, is where you put in your liquid. Here, you just lift this up. Well, here, this one on the Fetch, you've got like a little fold here. You see, you lift it up from here, but this folds, very hard to see and also very difficult to get through it. Let me get my finger in it. You see, it's like a flap, and then you have to pull this flap open. I suspect that eventually it will tear, because when you try and pull it, if you haven't got nails, you need to use a paper clip. So you just put your, you have to, it's fiddly. It is fiddly. There's no denying. It is fiddly. But well, this is a bit embarrassing, isn't it? I can't get it open. Don't want to waste too much time on this. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna have to use tweezers. You see what I mean, though? And here, this is much easier to open because I haven't got nails. But if I take a clipper as well, I haven't got much luck today with either. I wish they can do them in a better way. But I suppose I can take a tweezer and open it. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that this will tear more likely than this one here. So this is one thing that you should consider. Besides that, what else could I tell you about the differences? That's it, not much, except for the external appearance. And if you're buying this for better flavor, don't bother, because the flavor is more or less the same. The only reason why would someone want to buy the Fetches over this RPM is the design. If you like a box mod, this type of design with a round mouthpiece rather than this big flat one, I find it very comfortable. But the flavor on both are excellent. Oh, one more thing. On the website, it says on the EU, this is the EU 2 mil. So if you buy in the UK, you only get 2 mil. But the coil takes up a bit of space. I measured around 1.8 mil goes into this tank. So it's a very small tank. It's nearly empty. I filled it up an hour ago, to an hour and a half, maybe an hour. And I've been vaping on my K-Phone as well. So already gone. So this is really for someone who wants to take it out just for an hour or two when you travel, or to a plane, from a plane, but having your normal device with you as well, or you take an e-liquid with you. Handy. I think a bit more liquid will fit in here. I think this is a bigger one. Altogether is a bigger one, I think so. I think it'll fit in a bit more liquid in here, merely because of the design. It's a square rather than sort of a flat long one. But besides that, it's a very good out and about kit. The battery will last you for a while, 25 watts. So it's not taking a massive amount of power. The flavor is a bit better than this, although this is top flavor, but the 0.4 mesh is top coil. There's no denying. So basically, what do you prefer in design? That is what comes down to. Yeah, I mean, they're identical. Okay, I think I concluded this review. Until the next time, take care. Bye-bye for now.